Oh, so he's really off the list. Huh. Oh, it's been snowing. It's all white out. And this is my room, which I cannot enter, I believe. No. Why, of course not. What's all this then? Manuel Godoy. Who the heck? Can't enter. And Emily. Where are you at? Ooh. Oh. Hi. How goes it?
What can I do for you, Louis?
I've come to see you about last night's tragedy. Did you hear anything about
Nice
what
hairdo.
happened to Elizabeth?
Yes, we all did. Rumors spread quickly, you know. How awful. I didn't know her well, but I hope at least the poor thing didn't suffer too much.
Did she have weakness to psychology?
Death came quickly. You can be assured of that.
If such a senseless
Yes.
act can happen here, then none of us is truly safe anywhere.
Exactly.
Lord Mortimer must be mortified that one of his guests could have committed such an act, don't you think?
He is indeed very upset about it. It's only natural after such a violent murder.
Violent? What do you mean?
Elizabeth was stabbed 9 times.
You weren't
Oh my
supposed to
God,
tell.
Louis. How awful. The murderer must have had a serious grudge against her to set upon her like that. It must have been a crime of passion. Do you know what happened exactly?
In fact, Lord Mortimer has asked me to look into this case, Emily.
So I'm such a
Really?
dick.
Are you Lord Mortimer's snoop now?
I'm doing it for Elizabeth, not to please Mortimer.
Good for you. Quite right, too. Have you found out anything?
Have I? So, what happened to you last night after you were supposed to wait for me?
I'm now interviewing all the guests to establish the alibis for each person. Just so that I can cross you off the list of suspects, can you tell me what you were doing on the night of the murder?
Am I given to understand that I'm on the list of suspects?
Don't
Absolutely.
take it the wrong way, but I must consider every possibility.
Well, if you absolutely wanted to be sure of my activities that evening, you only had to join me.
You were supposed
I
to
know.
wait for me.
Especially since I couldn't prevent the murder, even though I spent part of the evening with Elizabeth.
Part.
You're
2,
sure it's
3
not
minutes.
too hard to bear for you?
The fact is, I don't have a choice. But I will find the murderer. I owe Elizabeth that, at least.
And? What is this? Make her speak about the night of the murders. Murder.
Did
The
you and Elizabeth get to know each other?
I must admit, Louis, I didn't take much interest in her. I feel a bit guilty about it, but I never actually spoke to her. She seemed burdened by her problems, and as she wasn't invited to the conference, I didn't really seek her out.
Since your arrival, did you notice anything strange about Elizabeth?
Everything that happened around that poor child was strange. You saw that for yourself.
I know. You're right.
Sort of.
I'm looking for leads to try to reduce the number of suspects.
Well, I would say that in addition to ourselves, you could also cross off President Washington.
How come?
I went to see him during the night. I had some business with him, and I can confirm that he didn't leave his room all night.
All night?
That gives Washington an alibi.
Huh. Arrangement with Washington. Piece of fabric. Dagger was held by the hand of a woman. You don't have to hold dagger with your whole hand. Necessarily. Especially if you want to frame someone else. A piece of fabric.
I found a torn piece of dress in Miss Adams' room. Gray silk.
Where's it from?
That's what I'm trying to find out. The color doesn't match any of Elizabeth's dresses, but I might not have found all of her clothes yet.
Good Lord, Louis,
When did,
do you realize what this means?
when did I...
If this piece of dress isn't from Elizabeth, then it's... I don't have any grey silk dresses, Louis. Neither does my sister, since we wear the same clothes.
Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to check with you.
I'm so sorry.
Well, was it?
Thank you.
Are you all right? You know, I'm sure there's a good reason why your mother was at the scene.
Thank you, Emily.
Oh. So they spoke of... This is so weird. Decker was held by the hand of a woman. Why would I tell her that? Because... of reasons?
We found the murder weapon.
What is it?
A dagger, quite slim.
Have you
Shady.
found its owner?
Not yet. Still searching as it happens. That said, since the blade penetrated the body several times, the murderer's hand will have been covered in blood.
You think that's a clue?
The handprint was a very slender hand, Emily. Probably that of a woman.
Do you realize what that means?
No.
There are only 3 of us on the island. Bearing in mind that neither my sister nor myself had any
3?
reason to
Oh,
settle
yeah.
on the young lady, that means...
I know, Emily. I know.
Keep up your courage, Louis. I'm sure there's an explanation. You're bound to shed some light on it all.
If what you say is true, Emily, I'm less and less enthusiastic about shedding any light on the subject.
Well, what's your dealio?
Tell me, Emily, what's the nature of your relationship with Washington?
Oh, come off it, Louis. You're not going to go into a jealous rage, are you?
Yes.
No, I can assure you of that. That has nothing to do with it.
Well, I saw his letter. Letter. Actually, I'll let her
It
speak.
doesn't really matter.
Oops.
Look, Louis, the President and myself are working on a number of commercial contracts. Nothing overly exciting.
You're lying, Emily.
What?
If these agreements come into being, they'll break Franco-American alliances for the greatest benefit of England. In order to know.
Well, that's fucking great. I hope it was just a thought.
I won't keep you, Emily. Thank you for answering my questions.
See you, Louis.
I think I didn't say it out loud. I hope I didn't. Can never tell with this bozo. Oh, a book. No, a letter.
A letter from William Pitt the Younger.
Who the hell is
addressed to
that?
He's the present Prime Minister of the United Kingdom.
Oh,
Emily has indeed some powerful backers. Madam, thank you for consoling the Queen. The King's situation is worsening, but I wager he'll recover from this present fit. Next time you speak with Her Majesty the Queen, would you please be so kind as to ask her to look into my petition to raise taxes with the King? I will personally see to it that our nation will recover from this impasse. But King George's mental situation is slowing down our decision-taking. Thank you in advance for all your help. William Pitt, Prime Minister of the United Kingdom of Great Britain.
United Kingdom of Great Britain. Oh. Hee. God dang it.
A letter from William Pitt the Elder addressed to Emily.
Ooh.
He was the English Prime Minister. This letter dates from 15 years ago now.
What does it say? Oh.
I shall never thank you enough for all your care and attention. I shall be indebted to you until my last breath. If you have any request of me, you only need ask. With regards to my son William, I shall never thank you enough for looking after him. You know the latter's preferences, and you will understand he needs you desperately. For that, and as agreed with Queen Charlotte, our friend Duke Hillsborough will carry out his task and meet with you within 6 months. From then on, you'll be free from want. Yours sincerely, William Pitt, Count of Chatham.
So... what? She's been a babysitter?
Queen Charlotte. All the royal family of England is there from what I can tell.
Is where? What? I don't understand.
2 coils circle the lock.
I don't have the key. How come? Douches. You can inform King George of the Holy Father's backing. We shall assist you with financing the recruitment of regiments of emigrant royalists to fight against France. Your friend, His Eminence Giuseppe Piaggi. King George. Collect a coin. And she doesn't wear size 15, I suppose. There's some of the juice. Golden elixir. And a way out.
The Lady's Waldegrave by Reynolds. Painted upon the request of the Waldegrave family, in an effort to find them a husband. Displayed like meat. It's disgusting.
What?
Dear E, I received your last letter. Unfortunately, the Crown informed the Golden Order that our mission should under no circumstances hamper Sir Gregory's plans. Decidedly, they have support from the highest level in Buckingham Palace. So here we both are, hands and feet tied, and little room to maneuver. Keep me abreast of events. Our mission is becoming more complicated. Yours, E. P.S. The French chapter of the Order doesn't appear to know anything about the arrival of our friend Sarah. I therefore cannot comment on it. However, my guess is that she has come here for personal reasons.
Aha. And that's the Queen Eagle, whatever it was. And another letter I can't read. Read. Books I cannot read. Book I can read.
Grammar of Port-Royal. The artistry of the French language and all its splendor. Whoever masters French commands the world. At least une partie of it.
Antoine Arnauld and Claude Lancelot, 1660, particularly exhaustive work on linguistics dealing both with technical questions of grammar as well as the philosophy of language. Thoughts of the French Revolution. Five circles are called Earth. Oh, not much. This wasted. Yeah. Oh my. I hope I didn't have a science... Oh, yes I did. I have a science book. No I don't. I've already read that one. Oh. Yeah. And I decided to read this. Well... Who that?
King George III in coronation robes. Nice touch for the room of an English duchess. Tending children at the orphanage in Harlem. I find it a little hard to understand this painting choice.
Well, I've had that for a while now. Oh yeah, what's the next room? This way. Next on the list, Napoleon Bonaparte. Just a second. Yes, let's investigate. Or do we? Should I take the next one first? That's Jacques Perreux. That's the big guy. Yeah, let's go in order. Napolitan. Hello, sir.
Monsieur de Richet, please be quick. We are both very busy.
He was seen lurking around Elizabeth's room.
Did you hear about young Elizabeth?
Indeed, it is deeply regrettable.
Lord Mortimer asked me to...
I know. You no doubt want to know my alibi. I spent the night downstairs playing cards.
With who?
Can you tell me who was present at the game, please?
Well, there were Lord Mortimer, President Washington, and Sir Gregory.
Thank you.
Ah, and His Eminence Piaget as well. Excuse me, I nearly forgot him. Poor soul.
Did you notice anything unusual during the evening?
Nothing at all. Except the luck of the devil of Lord Mortimer and Sir Gregory at cards.
Did they win much?
Oh la la, monsieur, they cleaned us out more like. But I plan on getting it all back before we leave.
What time did the game end?
I can't say exactly. As for me, I must have stayed until midnight. I was exhausted, couldn't think straight. So I preferred to go up to bed.
On your way up to bed, did you notice anything out of the ordinary?
No, not in the least. The whole manor was sound asleep.
Not really. No.
Did anyone leave
Did
early?
any of you leave during the game?
Not that I know of, monsieur. I didn't exactly spend my time noting the other guests' comings and goings, but I don't think so.
Thank you.
Yes, he was seen lurking. By whom? Piaggi.
Someone saw you not far from the victim's room. Can you tell me what you were doing exactly, please?
I can tell you that someone is an idiot. I wanted to warn her to be careful. You see, on the night of my arrival, I saw someone leaving her room in haste, and I wanted to speak to her, to warn her. Unfortunately, the young lady slipped through my fingers each time. Now I know why. She had every reason to be worried. What an idiot I was not to insist. I could have helped her.
Eh?
I've been studying him for a while now, and I don't think he was lying. Yet, I'm surprised how easy it was for me to read him. It must surely be his military side. I wish they all could be like that. My investigation would be finished already.
Okay. Do you own a pistol?
As any good soldier would, I imagine you own a firearm. May I see it?
Oh, well, if you really want to, here is my pistol. Don't worry, it is not loaded.
Do you have several of these?
In Corsica,
Where?
oui, but not on me when I am traveling. Only a bandit would carry such an arsenal.
Thank you.
I didn't see it.
Well, let me
Cleave.
finish, monsieur.
Exactly. Thanks again for all your answers. Good day.
Good day, sir. I'll steal your stuff and then I'll leave. So, cannot search and open whatever it is without vigilance. But I can read letters.
It's a
She
beautiful
sold.
weapon. Lovely damask blade. It's marked with the initials of the manufacturer in Versailles.
Okay.
My dearest son, I'm writing to implore you to act quickly. The situation is rapidly worsening here. Paoli continues to steer our motherland, Corsica, toward open warfare between France and England. His men are everywhere. We are obliged to go into hiding and are unable to remain in the same place for more than 2 days. I wouldn't be surprised if they targeted us soon. Make haste, my son. You hold our destiny in your hands. Your loving mother, Maria Letizia Bonaparte.
Corsica. It's been independent? Huh. Interesting. A hat.
A bicorn decorated with a cockade. It must belong to a French soldier.
I wonder what it's doing here. Oh, right. There's a French soldier. And a book.
The Prince by Machiavelli. A perfect read for anyone with a surfeit of ambition. That might come in handy.
Eh? Oh. What was it? This one? Evelina? Epistolary novel by... what? Epistolary novel relating the entrance of a young lady into the aristocratic society of the 18th century. One skill point in etiquette. Yeah. No, not that character. Journal? Bonaparte. Conviction in politics. He's immune to. And. To be discovered? What the hell? Wasn't there logic and psychology? Oh, no, Emily. Yeah, logic and psychology. They look so similar. I can't really... Oh yeah. How the hell do I know which one is which? Huh. Officer. I am an officer. 1 skill point in conviction. Uncover all of Napoleon Bonaparte's immunities and vulnerabilities. Woohoo! conviction. How is my conviction? Where is conviction? Is this conviction? Yes. 2, 4, 5. 2, 4, 6 more I need. Oh my. And there's another room. Of course there's another room. There's always another
Hannibal
room.
crossing the Alps. Another military success. Why do I get nothing but visions of horror in my room? And he gets victory after victory? The Battle of Alexander at Issus, or how Alexander the Great triumphed over King Darius. Yet another one with delusions of grandeur.
Keen. That is so high. Oh. Can I go over the rooms again at the later time? Golden elixir.
Vercingetorix throws down his arms at the feet of Julius Caesar by Royer, two great army chiefs.
Okay. A letter.
Dear Napoleon, as previously agreed, I would like to ask you to join us in January on my island to participate in the High Society meeting organized for the occasion. We shall be able to continue our discussion about our project for a new order for France. I have a proposition to make to you concerning your wish to put a strong leader at the head of France. I trust you to be discreet as to your coming. See you soon. Lord William Mortimer.
There's just one holster in Bonaparte's gear, and the pistol is missing. On the other hand, his cleaning equipment is in mint condition. That's typical of the soldier in him.
Well, I believe he just showed you his invisible pistol. And a painting.
French actor Talma is Nero in Britannicus, the last emperor of the Caesar dynasty.
Dynasty. What's that? Can't see it. What the hell is it? Ooh! Ember? Amber. You collected 4 amber fragments, your maximum effort points increased by 1. Oh! Good.
Amber crystals.
I can drink up one of these and... Oh! I could have... Anyway. Get out. No. Coin. Thank you. I shall investigate the boots. Or maybe not. Oh, I had made up my mind. It's ankle boots. I shall take that and leave. Devil's Thorn. Bye. And next. Do I dare? I'm not quite sure. He might kill me. There's 2 rooms. This is the guy. What was the guy? Can't remember the name. He hasn't arrived yet, I think. And there's Velna and... Who's the other? I can't think of. That's mine. No. This is mine. This is the Pope guy. And this Völne and someone else. Who the hell is it? One Völne and one Völne. Where? Oh. Right about... Oh, it's not, it's just one Völne. Ain't it? Yeah, I think I'll continue from Völne next time I'll play.